How's it going, everyone? It's GadgetsBoy. Welcome to another video. Now, if you're on the market looking for the next gaming device, then I have an absolute powerhouse of a beast of a gaming device for you guys to check out. Let's take a look. Straight onto the box, this is probably the most elaborate product I've unboxed in a while. Everything about it says it's a gaming device. When you open the box, it makes this welcome noise. It's very high octane. Listen to it. Inside the box, you have the Legion Phone Duel in its full RGB glory. This one here is the Vengeance Red version. There's also a Blazing Blue edition, but I think this red version is my favorite because red is my favorite color. Underneath the phone is a pack with stylish on the outside and savage on the inside messaging. Inside the pack are some documents, so your quick start guide and your warranty information. There's a protective hard case that should keep your device secure as well. Next, we have a SIM ejector tool, a 90 watt or 65 watts charging brick in some region with two USB-C ports on it. More on this later. The two USB-C ports then comes with two USB-C cables as you would expect, and a USB-C to 3.5mm headphone adapter. Everything about the Legion Phone Duel uses gaming. I mean, just look at the back of it. When you shimmer against light, you have the layers shining different shades of red, which is pretty cool, and you notice two sides on the back as well. One side with the stylish on the inside and one side savage on the inside messaging again. They're great for holding your phone when things get serious. And on the center is where the Y logo is, which is also RGB lighting that you can customize. Again, more on this later when we get to the software segment. On the back to the side of the Y logo is a dual camera setup. So one is a 64 megapixel shooter and the other is a 16 megapixel ultra wide camera that can also be used for macro shots and also functions when doing those depth sensing shooting moments. It doesn't stop there though. You also have the Legion writing on the back above the flash. This is basically where the 20 megapixel pop-up front facing camera is. It's the first time I've seen a side mounted or horizontally mounted camera before. But there's a reason for it. Again, more on this later on. On the bottom, there's a USB-C port and the SIM card tray is there as well. Flip it to the side and you'll notice another USB-C charging and data port and volume rockers. At the start, we saw two USB-C cables and ports on the charging brick. That's because you can charge two batteries at the same time in this device. I'll talk about the battery shortly. And with this, a 5 minutes charge will get you from 0 to 25% in no time at all. Another useful reason is that you can have your phone in landscape mode, gaming whilst you have it plugged in at the bottom, whilst you have your audio plugged in on the other side as well. It gives you a bit of flexibility when you're gaming. To the right of the Legion Phone Duel is the power button mounted on top of that selfie camera module. It gets more gamer-centric with two ultrasonic shoulder keys that can be configured to whatever game you're playing. So in Call of Duty, I have the left configured to aiming or side aiming, and right to the trigger and firing mode. On the front, you notice dual front-facing stereo speakers, and it's one of the loudest I've heard. It has Dirac and AWI NIC 882644. Google it. Couple that with dual X-axis linear motors, so basically dual vibrating engines, you feel really connected and immersed in your gaming experience. It's the best vibration I've felt on a smartphone. With no notch or front-facing camera on the device display itself, you get a full screen real estate to play with. And you also get that in-screen fingerprint sensor as well for extra security and quickly unlocking your device. For sound, when you're streaming online, you have quad mic setup with noise cancellation, and there's also 3D motion sensors which works by changing focus to where you're viewing it from, which is pretty cool. Something that we don't really see on smartphones or gaming smartphones in general. Let's get into the software and settings. In the display settings, you can adjust the screen refresh rate, so you can have between 60 Hz normal refresh all the way to 144 Hz high refresh rate mode. You can also select 90 Hz, which is excellent just for everyday use, for reading, watching movies, etc. And you can have it automatically switch to the highest 144 Hz refresh mode when gaming, with 240 Hz touch sampling rate as well. In the sound settings, you can turn on vibration moto for gaming, which feels amazing like I said earlier. So when playing a car racing game, for example, like Asphalt, what you've got is the vibration can move with the car. So when the car moves from the left to right, you can feel the vibration move with it. Just enhances that realism. In hyper audio settings, you can enhance video and gaming audio, which I have on at the moment. In battery settings, as well as battery consumption and all the other levels and information that you see, you also get to see the phone temperature as well. The Legion Phone Duel has dual turbo charging, which will go from 0% to 50% in 10 minutes. and full battery in just 30 minutes. And that remains cool as well when charging or gaming using Dual Liquid Mid-Thermo Floating Cooling System. The Duel uses Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 Plus, and it features Snapdragon's elite gaming features like ultra-realistic graphics from desktop forward rendering and updatable GPU drivers, first of its kind, something we don't really see on smartphones, something we usually see on desktops. Moving to Lenovo Lab settings, you can switch on peripheral mode, allowing you to use an external keyboard and mouse to control applications on your smartphone. Scroll down in settings, you notice two important settings. So you have Legion Realm and Legion Wiki. Legion Wiki is your go-to help Wikipedia for everything you can do when gaming. For example, if you want to know more about how to set up your Y triggers, so those ultrasonic shoulder buttons, it shows you exactly how to do so here. It even tells you about the hardware features like external cast, so you can cast this to an external monitor, allowing you to cast things like your game onto a bigger display, which I actually tried out and it looks really good. Again, when you connect your controller to your smartphone and an external monitor, it means you've basically got a gaming console in your hands. Legion Realm, you can customize your gaming experience. So in Legion Assistant, you can rearrange your shortcut menu buttons, switch on performance mode, clear cache, boost network performance, disable adaptive brightness, and chat in pop-out window for WeChat when gaming. In Realm settings, you can flick on game recommendations. So if you go on that launcher, you can see all the games available. So you don't have to sift through Google Play Store for all the good games and the latest ones. Back recording is a really cool feature. So during gaming, you can capture moments that may occur that you don't want to miss. You can go back, record a moment in 360p and go all the way to 1080p at 30 frames per second. You can then go on to edit it and take frames out and share it on your socials. You can also choose a duration between from 5 seconds up to 30 seconds with soundtrack from the game itself or your surroundings. So if you happen to be screaming and getting into your game, you can also capture that using that quad mic to capture it. In Y trigger settings, you can adjust how hard you want to press on the ultrasonic shoulder buttons and how hard you want the vibration feedback to be. For more fun, you can adjust the lighting effect for gaming, incoming calls, notifications, and when it's charging, and you can change the effects too from wave to like breathing. It looks pretty cool once you've got it set up to just how you like it. All these settings can be quickly adjusted when gaming too with a drop down quick settings bar area. So just swipe down during gaming and you can see the settings available. So here you can see your connection quality. You can quickly boost or overclock your processor using the Rampage option. And other settings like back record, controller settings, and activating that streaming mode is also available here. The back record feature works really well and the video captured is really good. If you forget to hit that record button as well, this function works well for you. So you can just swipe right on the shoulder button on the right one and it captures the last however length of footage you have selected or preset in the settings. Another thing I like is how the landscape mode has been designed to work well in this operating system skin. So when in settings, for example, you can see the options on the left and then you can see all the levels next to it in the settings to the right. So with this, it takes advantage of that full screen that you have. When not gaming, you have a big screen for media consumption. So when you're watching videos on YouTube, Netflix, whatever, you have a really good display, AMOLED display that's sharp in Full HD+. You have a great camera as well that can help you capture important moments, and you have AI available to help you get the settings right. Night mode and even slow-mo videos options are available as well. So if that's something you want to do, you do have the options. What's cool is that dual camera mode here, so allowing you to capture content from the front-facing camera and the rear-facing cameras at the same time. Overall, you have a really great package here. You have 144 Hz refresh rate, you have a 90 watts fast charging, 5,000 mAh battery, which is huge. You have UFS 3.1 and big storage as well, LPDDR5 of 12 gig of RAM or 16 gig depending where you are. You have the latest Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 Plus in there, and a bunch of features available on the Legion platform. So again, if I was to recommend this for gamers out there, I would definitely recommend it. It's a really good gaming device, big battery, fast charging, everything you need to game on the go. So that's it for the Lenovo Legion Phone Duel. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any questions, drop them there as well. All relevant links will be in the description area for you guys. As always, if this is your first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification as well, so you'll be one of the first people to know every time there's a video up on the channel. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.